Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ridertown Radio. We are back after a very unplanned hiatus. Well, half unplanned, half planned,
Yeah.
something like that. One week, one of our guys go missing, and then the next week, guy have to go deal with stuff out of Ridertown. So
Yeah,
fun
Yeah.
and
times.
it's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Oh my gosh! I haven't heard that song in so long.
Like I said, I've been on the Digimon kick. I'm sorry.
Yes, well, as I said, we'll have to do something about that at some point. But anyway, so we have a lot of catching up to do. So much stuff.
Yeah.
So strap in for a probably long one, folks, because we are doing 3 episodes of Ghost, and because it's finally back, Dino Charge.
Yay!
And
Yay, dinosaurs!
speaking of that, let's get into it. So,
Power Ranger,
Power Rangers,
Rangers, Dino,
Dino Charge.
Supercharge.
I'm just glad they didn't add that to the
Yeah.
lyrics. That would have been stupid.
Imagine they just crappily splice in the word super every time they say Dino Charge.
Yeah. They
Like
did
it's not
redid
even the
the
same.
intro this time though. It's like new, I want to say new
Yeah.
text and stuff.
Yeah, like it was a
Kinda.
mostly new intro and a badly edited uh Kyoryu Cyan to be purple and have a skirt.
I'm
Yeah.
somehow missed that one.
At the very end of the opening, when it shows all the Rangers together, um, it's basically it has all the first eight of the Kyoryugers, but they're like crap. We haven't introduced Aqua yet, so they like crappily changed the color to purple and like edited in a skirt, and it looks awful.
I definitely did not notice that, so I'll have to go back and
I'll
look at that
send it to
later.
you so you can put it up on the screen.
Well, I can just go grab a screenshot myself. So,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
probably didn't. I probably didn't even care enough to notice.
It's
But
on screen for like a second.
yeah, that's
So
probably why it's a blink and you miss it.
yeah.
But yeah, that's
So,
interesting.
can I just say one thing about the monster of the week this week?
What, you mean the fact that he's recycled from last season again?
No, the fact that he has more screen time than the main villain of last season.
That is true. He has
The
more.
dude's Sledge in total probably has been in a total of maybe 2 episodes total of like full screen time.
So about
This
40
dude,
minutes, give or take.
yeah, roughly. This dude's been in there for like at least 2 fucking hours. Jesus Christ.
And he's been off his ship for a grand total of probably like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of Sledge, kind of interesting. He's the only one that went kaboom. Yet the rest of his crew
Yeah.
survived.
there's a
Or did
screenshot
he?
I saw that was. It's one of I think it was a preview shot or something of that where it's not Zeltrax.
You mean Snide?
Yep.
Yes, I'm gonna call them not Zeltrax. Discount Zeltrax for all you CinemaSins fans.
Upgraded Zeltrax, technically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And in one of the screenshots from I guess it was a trailer, it's him standing and like on the very like right side of the screen you can see what looks like Sledge's shoulder pad.
Hmm.
So it's like
That must have been a trailer I didn't see.
it was like for like I supposed to be like a split second like the Kyoryu Sai purple thing.
So once again, a blink and you miss it type thing.
Yeah.
The bluish purple Ranger.
Yeah, Kyoryu Circle.
Kyoryu. Not to be confused with Kyoryu Oval.
Or Kyoryu Square.
More Ovaltine, please.
What is this, O Ranger?
Lol.
No, it's Zoo Ranger. Or
Ah.
Zooter, or whatever it's called. Jesus.
But anyway.
Mario Party.
Zoocher, just everyone is Zero Ranger 4.
Well, speaking of our Aqua friend, I'm glad they actually bothered to reinstate that, yes, he is out there somewhere. He,
Yeah.
she, whatever. They are
Yeah,
out there.
person, yes.
So at least they didn't forget
It's-
about that.
Yeah, the Aqua Ranger's out there. Insert the X-Files theme.
People are saying it's Tyler's dad, but I kind of hope it isn't because I want Tyler's dad to be Silver.
I want Tyler's dad to be Silver as well, but I also want Torin to be Silver.
Maybe Tyler's dad got turned into Torin.
Maybe.
Oh,
Because we
speaking
know
of
we're
our,
because we know we're getting like an evil Tauren.
yeah, speaking of our fine feathered friend, there was a leaked screenshot or a leaked toy shot of Evil
Oh.
Tauren's action figure along with the Silver Rangers stuff, and
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
his Dino Drive mode looks crappy because it's not gold plastic, it's orange plastic.
Well, it's like the best. They can't like get metallic gold plastic, so it's like
Right, because
it's like
not
this
like
mustardy gold color.
right, it's not like they made an entire figure out of gold. Oh wait,
No, I
don't.
think it's basically the Gold Ranger figure, but the slightly less metallic gold.
And no weird back wings.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with something different because I thought wasn't there a leaked thing about like the toy had the Tauren sword or something?
Yeah.
It does. It does, but we've seen that image for a while.
Yeah, but honestly, that could mean anything. He could just have it.
Yeah.
That is
Also,
true.
you know those crappy not Battleizer toys they've been making, where it's like a power armor that they go inside of or whatever.
Yeah.
They're making one for the Titanus or Bragigas.
That's not surprising.
Power Ranger Megazord.
What are you talking about? Is totally Titanosaurus. Obviously, they call it.
They showed images of the Titano-charged Megazord because that's its name, and I'm happy. The battery goes in the neck.
Anyway, let's get back to the episode.
Yeah, let's
guys.
talk about the actual episode.
Jeez, we're barely back for 5 minutes, and you guys are already on a toy tangent.
Oh, when we get a little later, I have a little something planned. Trust me.
Anyway, but yeah, so this episode, honestly, as a season returner, I didn't really have a whole lot to write down about it for notes-wise, other than the fact that, Heckle and Snyder are amazing.
Yeah,
Why couldn't we have had them last season?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be Coda-focused.
Because they needed a guy we can sell toys for before we are able to use the footage from the movie.
He would have made such a better villain than Sledge if he had been there the whole time.
Of course he would. He would have been awesome. And then for season 2, we could have had Neo Goldar.
They could have done that. That's true.
Yeah.
I did find it interesting. He's trying to infiltrate their group by working at the cafe.
Well, if anything from that one trailer showed, I think it works.
Yeah, that shot from that trailer, which I know which one you're talking about. I kind of have to wonder if this is going to lead to them ending up doing a split thing where they split off each other and one goes one way, one goes the other.
That would be interesting.
I mean, a little bit cliche, but yeah, at the same time, that would be interesting.
Like something like maybe his weird stopwatch thing. I almost called it a digivice. Like cracks and escapes. I mean, that's basically what it is. He presses a button and it opens up and you can see the little dude inside. It's basically
that was an interesting way for them to do that. It's like, so he's contained within the watch and then they just use the tattoo to switch back and forth or something?
I am the Guyver. Oh no, I know what it is. They're tattooing God damn it, I can't even say it right.
I really hope you're not going where I think you're going.
Where do you think I'm going?
I don't even want to try and say it out loud.
Is the I don't even know the anagram, the shortened version of it. Does it start with the letter T?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the same page. That's what he is. He's one of those.
Yeah, no, we're not going there. Anyway.
Okay.
That show does not exist.
Well, neither does a lot of other shows, like that one show that we never talk about, but we kind of did that one episode, and then we lost our minds.
But, yeah,
one of us was drunk, and he's not here.
Yeah. That was still a pretty fun episode, though.
Yep.
Yes, it was, and we actually did a lot. I can English. We actually did a lot more.
Can you tell we haven't done a podcast for 2 weeks?
Yeah. But really there wasn't a whole lot for this to talk about. I mean,
I wasn't expecting it to be a Coda-focused episode.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah,
other thing really there is that Koda's apparently scared of ice because he was frozen.
Understandably.
Understandably, yes. But it's
I'm
like,
not gonna lie. I like that he has like PTSD about being frozen in like ice. I kind of wish that was something that they would like delve into more in another universe with a character who was frozen in ice, but we're not going to get into that,
ha.
right?
Yes, yes, that actually would be kind of interesting, but whatever. And we're moving on.
Well, also we now know how Kendall found Coda.
That is true. We did get a little bit more into that because they never did bring that up in the first
Yeah.
season. It was just kind of like, hey, we found him,
This
and here
guy's
he is.
caveman.
Can I also say I like how the very first charger we see this episode is not a ranger charger?
Oh yeah, it was the Blaze Charger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
She made it just to get him out of the ice.
fuck, what was it called in Japan? Alamiris or something like that?
Elamaris. I literally have them all right behind me, so
Oh yes, you and
Well,
your
not all of us.
I
amazing
have
grab.
my I for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, I got uh, a Gauss revolver and all 23 batteries for an incredibly good price.
Be
So
jealous, motherfuckers.
yeah.
Now you just need a Brigigas to shove them all into.
Uh,
And then you get to
Yeah.
press the button and it'll say them all.
but yeah, so pretty much not really much to say. All the Rangers were shown doing their normal things.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. There's one thing that I. So, the whole thing about this episode was the ice monster attacking and freezing the Rangers.
Right.
So, Coda and Tyler morphed and fight the ice monster.
Uh-huh.
The ice monster froze them.
Oh, right.
But
It's like,
not
Yeah.
really, because.
yeah, okay, that is
Yeah.
kind of BS. I don't know how they pulled that one off. That is a bit weird.
Yeah. You
I
want to know
think
what I
know
thought they were going to do?
Zipper.
What they did?
They
I thought they
pulled
were going to use, that charger that clones you.
the clone charger. That would have made
Yeah, that's
sense.
what I
Yeah.
thought.
Isn't that like
Yeah, that's
the
what I thought was
23?
happening.
Isn't that 23?
I
Right?
Yeah, that's
The very
23.
last one.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean that's what I thought they were doing, but it's just like, oh no, they're apparently doing this.
Maybe they did it and they just didn't say anything. I don't know. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
but
kind of stupid.
yeah,
I mean, cool yet stupid.
yep.
The only thing that, like, in my mind is, how did you get out of the suit?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
how did you get out of your
How did you get
suit?
out of the suit in like the fraction of a second you had before you were frozen?
Also, how did you get your suit to stick around? Normally it disappears.
Yeah.
Dino suit staying as you teleport away charger. Engage.
The secret 24th charger.
No, I got it. Dino plot hole charger. Engage.
Dino wormhole charger engage.
Dino MacGuffin charger. Engage.
But yeah, so we have all of our active rangers, and I'm so glad we got to see some Kendall for this episode.
Yeah.
Even though that was
and,
technically reused footage,
yeah,
but still.
and didn't Prince Philip show up too?
Yeah, he showed up at the very end of the episode, so
Which I kind of think that means that he's going to be like a established character now.
honestly, that would not surprise me, considering the fact that if my memory of Kyoryuger is correct, the later half of the season had a lot of gray footage in it, so there's plenty for them
Yeah.
to play with. They just need to
Okay.
get Cyan in the picture, because I know there's at least 1 or 2 episodes where Purple, Cyan, and Gray all team up together.
Yeah.
So,
And
Yeah.
Cyan and Gray are almost always together. So
because they were ghosts in the
yeah.
Kyoryuger. They were dead.
And because they're one of the Kyoryugen forms.
Kaigan Ramirez.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
gives
that's
you
true.
the power to
Technically,
shout
it's like Kung
Ankydon.
Fu.
And
Yeah, that's. So yeah, I'm sure we'll see more of him around, and plus, Chip is no stranger to just blowing original footage all over the place. So
yeah.
Yeah. Would Ramirez Damashi just be a cyan version of Benkei because they both use a hammer?
Yeah, and it just gives you the power to yell Ankydon really loud.
Speaking of that, I kind of wish those characters actually had unique weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just kind
like
of
I
had
mean,
they had like ghost spirity weapons. They
No,
were
not
just
even
basically
that. Like,
yeah.
friggin'
yeah, I know
the
what you're talking
first,
about though,
yeah,
because
the
then
first six all have their unique toys, and then pretty much Cyan and Gray just fought with their fists, and friggin' Yaoi, Purple, just fought with the cannon configuration with the
Yeah.
bayonet out. Which,
I do
admittedly,
yeah,
that's
remember. I do.
badass, but
I think the first time Cyan showed up, he used like a giant energy hammer.
I don't remember that, but it's been a while.
Yeah,
kind of
I think.
like how Philip's final attack is, or the
Yeah, like they had their own attacks. They just didn't have their own weapons.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the weird Kyoryu gray mallet mash whatever thing.
Trademark.
But yeah, so this season should be quite interesting with Snide, and hopefully we'll see more action from
Yeah,
Kendall
and
and
hopefully we'll
Philip.
see some Death Reader.
Yes,
Hope
and hopefully
so.
the
Yeah.
and yeah, hopefully we will see the Navy Ranger.
Yeah, which will probably be either I'm going to say either a one episode thing or they're going to have a lot of original footage.
Well, like I just said, Chip is no stranger to using a lot of OG footage. I mean, just look at RPM for crying out loud.
Yeah,
The crew on
Not,
that one just
true.
made
True.
so
yeah.
much OG footage.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't put it past them if they just essentially just use the evil Kyoryu Navy footage.
Yeah, they're probably just going to use the evil Death Reader
And
footage.
then once he's like destroyed, something will happen with the Energem and it'll blow up. But they'll still have the Chargers to be able to summon the Zords for that one scene we saw in the opening credits.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the thing with all of them together?
In the thing where they're all in the Navy Zord cockpit.
I must have missed that scene.
Oh.
I'm not sure. If
Oh
it's
yeah,
in the
I think I saw that actually.
I must not
But
have been paying much
also,
attention.
yeah, also Yoshi Sudarso, who's Coda, posted a selfie with him and his brother inside of the Navy cockpit. So
Ah, okay, I did not
Yeah.
see that, so.
I didn't see it either. I just heard about it on a thing. And then they showed like a small image of it, and I saw the thing, and it looks pretty legit.
Well,
It
Well,
looks a little too the color looks a little off. It looks more cyan than navy, but I digress.
well, the Cyan Zord is
Yeah.
part of the configuration, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. So,
Tomaspino was basically just here's a place to put those other two arms.
pretty much, yeah.
yeah. But now we have. Oh, and speaking of other Zords and toys and stuff, we're getting a repaint of Pteridino or whatever, the pterodactyl Zord, Ptera Charged Zord,
Why?
because we need to have a red and black one.
Oh.
What?
They're
It's like red and black. but
basically Supercharge is like 90% repainted toys from Dino Charge.
yeah.
So glad I don't
What I saw,
invest in these
I
toy
saw
lines.
everything, but the Patera head is red and black. The Patera head is still gold.
That makes no sense
They
whatsoever.
didn't.
That-
It's
that-
such a minor paint job.
That's not even one of the Judenchi.
Well,
The only other Terra style Zudenchi
Yeah,
is like
there's
there's
Patera Durana or whatever the fuck it is.
There-
Bird.
there's a I believe 19 Tuparanda.
which I don't even remember what that thing does.
I don't remember what it does, but it's the same thing that the White Ranger from Dino Thunder's dinosaur was.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
that would be the
Useless.
only thing I could think of that you could recolor. Otherwise,
Yeah,
what?
like why didn't they just make it like black and white and gold, like, and have a Dino Thunder callback? Because I would have bought that.
You mean like all the other Dino Charge repaint
Yeah.
toys they've done
Yeah,
so
why-
far?
Yeah, they're just pulling color schemes out of their ass at this point.
They're also repainting.
Welcome to Bandai of America.
Yeah, they're also doing a repaint of Deinonychus, or the Dinos Grandeur Zord, where
The chompy alligator.
yeah, the alligator, where he's black with orange spikes and teeth.
That actually sounds kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It does.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Also, their repainting the Super Dino Drive Charge more for the Mini Tira.
Oh yeah, they're doing
Yeah,
a
I
In
saw
white,
that. They're doing the
saw that.
100
Yeah,
years
that looks
like
cool.
after,
the one 100 years after, which I
Yeah,
really like.
which even Bandai of
If
Japan didn't do that one.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not sure if it's an. It looks like it was probably intentional, but
I think it
it's
was.
Most
yeah,
likely.
because that's a very specific color to use.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Definitely looking forward to this season and seeing what surprises they throw at us.
Yep.
And
Yep.
just in general, finally, hopefully, won't take forever, but finally getting the Aqua Ranger.
I'm waiting for Brachiosaurus.
Now I know
That
you're.
was my favorite Zord in the
I just
entirety
want them
of
to
the Zord
decide
universe.
whether if it's a Titanosaurus or a Brachiosaurus or not. Like they can't seem to make up their minds.
I'm gonna laugh if there's just an episode where there's a scene of them arguing over it. Is it a
Yeah,
Brachiosaur
like
or is it a Titanosaur?
yeah, like it's called the Titanocharger and it's the Titanocharge Megazord, but if I remember correctly, it says Brachiosaurus on the Charger.
Yeah.
So
No,
make
it
up your
says
mind.
Brachiosaurus in the gun.
Yeah. So what is it? Is it a Titanosaurus or is it a Brachiosaurus? Make up your mind.
The Brachiosaurus.
Inconsistency.
Yeah. Like would it really have been that hard to just put Titanosaurus on the back instead?
Didn't
Like you go one way or the other.
didn't Shelby call it a Titanosaurus in like the one episode where they were looking
I
for
I
something?
I'm
It
pretty sure they did.
was like,
Yeah, if someone made a reference and was like, "Oh, it's a blah 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 blah." Essentially, it's like, "Oh, someone made a reference. Look to the camera and wink." Ding.
but yeah, so
You know, like when Coda said he used to fight against like master or mammoths and saber-toothed tigers.
wink.
Ding.
Yes, yes. We haven't really had many references lately, but anyway. So yeah, that's that, and let's move on, shall we? Time for the chunk of the or where all the time the rest of this episode's going. Ghost.
Actually, right before we do that, you know what I kind of think would be a cool little nod would
Sure.
be if
So,
either Poisandra or Coda hum the Day Boss song. Just hum it.
it'd probably be more likely to be Poisandra.
Yeah, but there's like that whole weird thing where it's like it kind of seemed like Kyoryu Blue had a thing for her or her in the end of the series. It was weird.
I don't remember that bit.
It's weird. It's weird. It's Power Rangers. Move on.
Yeah, anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on to all the hoodies.
Yep.
Oh no, not all of them. All of them will be next week.
Um,
No, not even then. I don't think because we
Uh,
gotta wait for Kamen Rider. What the hell is wrong with your face?
Okay then. Yeah, shall we move to Ghosters? Yeah, anyone else got anything else they want to say?
um, this is Kamen Rider related, but I feel like I should bring this up.
Okay.
A few days ago, a guy by the name of Yasushi
Yeah.
Nirasawa.
Oh, I know where you're going
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah. A few days ago, at the time of this recording, he unfortunately passed away from kidney failure. He was a creature designer for Toku specifically. He designed Kamen Blade's Undead, the worms from Kabuto, the Zangiak from Gokaiger, the horrors from Garo, and probably most famously, the Imagine from Deno.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a picture of him next to Momotaro on either
Yeah.
Facebook or Twitter or something.
So it's really unfortunate because he had a very large
How old
like
was he? Because
I'm not
I didn't really look that much into it. I just heard that he
yeah
passed.
I'm not sure actually. It doesn't say in this article, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
So, but yeah, he had a very large legacy and designed a lot of really great creatures for the series, and it's really sad to
Yeah.
see him go.
yeah.
So anyway, I guess we should move on to Ghost.
Kind of fitting
Wow.
to bring that up because
Wow, actually, yeah,
Oh God!
I didn't think of that. Oh
This is
no,
like the third
oh no,
time.
I'm so sorry.
This is like the third time.
Oh no.
First the guy from Fies,
Oh yeah. First we
then the other guy from Fies. Now this.
and Die Ranger. But
Yeah.
And now this.
Oh God.
Uh,
Yeah.
our timing is just.
Yeah. Why are all these Toku actors dying the year there's a Toku based around ghosts?
I think you answered your own question right there.
You know what else I just thought about? Also, a lot of celebrities have recently passed away as well.
Yeah.
That's just been a running trend for like the last 2 years or so.
Yeah, but I mean,
2014,
we're only in
2015.
February and like 6 dudes have died.
Yeah, I know.
Or no, 8.
A lot.
It's almost as if
Yeah.
people die every
Well, yeah.
That is true.
day.
I just
Death
it's
is
gonna
kind
be
of a
really
thing of
awkward.
life.
It's almost as if there's people dying every minute of every day.
Yeah.
Death is kind of a thing.
Kind of a thing that happens very often.
Yep.
Anyway, let's
I
get
just
to
hope
dead.
Anyway,
God
ghosts.
Yeah.
Let's get to
Let's
some
just
dead
hope to
hoodies.
God, yeah. Hope to God we don't see David Bowie Damashi or
Yeah.
Donald Duck Damashi.
Oh God.
What?
His voice actor just died the other day.
Oh, okay. That's news to me. I didn't know. Right, so episode 14, if you guys actually remember that one, because that was the last one that we didn't do.
That was
Ryoma's debut.
Ryoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Navy sailor Damashi.
Yes, that one that you kept talking about in our last episode that I had to cut around.
I'm so sorry. It was blue. It was dark blue. He had boat shoulders. It was perfect.
Yeah, that form doesn't look half bad. I may
And
want to buy that icon. Oh wait, that's a stupid thing with the gun, isn't it?
Yeah, we
yep.
can get like the Gashpon version.
Yeah, I may look into
Yeah,
that.
when they come out, whoever knows.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
I think they're already out.
I haven't seen them. I've only seen up to Benkei.
Let's see.
Hmm.
And so I didn't actually refresh on this episode, so my notes are a little bit old. So, but yeah, first one for me is they stuck Alan in the intro. So, did they do that in episode 13 and I just somehow missed it?
I don't
'Cause I think-
remember.
'Cause wasn't it 13 like one of the movie war things?
Yes.
I think so.
So 14
Yeah,
would
it
have
was
been.
like the last one for the movie.
And considering the other episodes we're talking about, how fitting that he's actually in there.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
almost as if they knew what they were doing.
Planning ahead in a Toku show? What is this nonsense?
It's almost as
What
if
is
they
this
opened
madness?
their hive. That's all
We're
I'm
not
saying.
even talking about fives this week.
Nope. We've already got too much crap to talk
Exactly what
Yeah.
I'm talking about it, so I had to bring it up.
Yeah, we still gotta fill our quota.
about.
Yeah, we have an OP. We have a justifies countered keep.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Now you're pushing it.
Uh,
But yeah, so the Ryoma episode, for all of you fans of our good buddy Silvercaster, I don't think he'll be on the show anymore when we talk about Ghost.
what did
Because
this?
Ghost made a Forze reference.
Oh yes, Uchikita.
Uchikita!
I was
Which-
laughing my ass off when I heard
I
that.
saw and I was like, you can't die, but you're sure as hell gonna
Yeah, he's
hurt
like,
like
crap,
a
I
motherfucker when you
can't breathe. Oh,
re-enter
wait, I'm a
Earth.
ghost.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. It's like going to space. I can't breathe. Oh wait, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I like how they're still milking that for humor.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
You think at this point he'd just be used to it.
Yeah. Also, gotta love how he goes to space and leaves from Japan, but when he looks at the Earth, he's looking at America.
Yeah.
Time travel.
It's like that Earth, the planet must be rotating, or you're just moving a damn
quick.
lot.
Well, I mean, he is, flying fairly far out.
Quick, all he has to do. Wait, guys, I know how to give him more time to collect the icons. You just gotta hop on the cat and ghost and fly clockwise around the Earth really fast.
Oh my
It
god!
gives more-
Are you
have more
referencing
time.
what I think you're referencing?
But he needs the Christopher Reeve Damashi. Thank you, all you old people who laughed at that for my reference of Superman.
I haven't seen
Oh,
those in
God.
so long. That was so stupid.
I mean, it's a lot better than making out and making you forget things.
Those movies were so dumb.
Which, ironically, the comics actually
Yeah.
explained later on that he's actually doing brain surgery through the eyes, using his laser vision. That's what he's actually doing when he's doing that.
Well, okay
Okay.
But
Let's see.
yeah. So he goes into space
Screams a
and
line.
screams
Yeah.
a line that
Because whenever a rider goes into space, they have to scream that now.
Not really that many riders go into space though. So
Exactly.
also to
You
be
know
fair
what
though,
though?
Takaru.
I'm just glad when we got Plezuo, he didn't say jack shit.
Oh, you mean Daigo? Or
Yeah.
are you talking
All
about?
of your user.
Well, I mean,
What do we need
well,
to?
Spectre's going to get his turn to say Uchukita.
Oh god, he'll be the second rider to don the armor of what the fuckness.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
he's gonna say that, but
I like, there was a screenshot released from that Forza special, and it's Spectre in Forza Damashi doing the Uchukita pose, and Ghost is just looking at him like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
oh, I had not seen that. That is gonna be
Yeah.
hilarious. Let's see.
I'll send it to you so you can put it up on the screen.
Uh,
Doesn't he also have like the rocket arm?
I think I'm not sure if he uses the rocket for a weapon. I'm not sure. I think he
I don't
does.
remember. I just remember someone that's not Forza, but with like a Forza
Yep.
motif using rocket arm.
that might have been.
It might have
That
been
was
Takatora
Zangetsu
in
did.
the Guy movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was just thinking.
Zangetsu did. I'm not sure what
Yeah,
Spectre's gonna do. He might. I don't remember.
yeah. It
But
was
yeah, we'll see.
Kamen Rider Hawk Lion or Hawk Tiger from Gaim.
Uh,
But yeah, and
yeah.
sticking to the Allen thing though, real fast. He actually got into a
Allen?
fight for this episode.
Yeah, and like ironic and like kicked the shit out of Spectre.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be an up and coming theme, and then I saw the thing, and I'm like, God damn it!
Also, the Kamen are getting really serious. They were ripping souls right out of people.
Yep,
That's one hell of a power to use.
Yeah.
yeah,
Even Sage was like, "Wow, they're starting to take shit seriously,"
Yeah.
which is leading a lot of people are thinking that he is actually, uh,
their dad.
yeah, he's the king of the Ganda world, and he's just like playing both sides.
DJ Sagura too,
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
I could
Elect-
see that kind of, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was actually something I wanted to bring up from like jumping ahead slightly, but Island and his brother are both princes, yet the king is nowhere to be seen. And they're
Yeah.
running things. It's like, huh.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be. I said that way back in like fucking episode 2. Like, there's something up with him. I swear.
Yeah, old man, not good man.
Yeah.
I also just realized what I was thinking. I was originally thinking about Philip from Dino Charge.
Yeah.
I meant to bring that up earlier. It's like, he's the prince, but he's running things. Where is he not the king? But whatever. We move past that. So yeah.
Yep.
And let's see. The only other thing really I have here is Takeru's Ore icon was glowing for some reason.
Yeah, it was weird.
I don't really know. Maybe it was like resonating with Ryoma or something. Like his soul was resonating with Ryoma because
Maybe.
it was connecting with his soul because that's what they keep saying over and over again.
And that's kind of become a thing because as we jump into 15, we get some Musashi glowing.
Yep.
And apparently this is our status quo, talking to the icons.
Yep. Except for in this episode, Houdini didn't even bother talking to Makoto.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck was up with
Just
Houdini?
chains him up and tries to run him down with his own motorcycle.
Yeah, there's that entire episode kind of reminded me of I think I brought this up before. There's a movie, I think it's on Netflix still, where it's about this tire that just rolls, like just rolling down, like just down the street, and everything around it like explodes and like gets destroyed dramatically. And it's like,
well, okay then.
yeah, I
Interesting.
think the movie's literally called Rubber. And it's just about a tire rolling down the street and things blowing up like Power Ranger dramatically around it. It's like a killer tire eats a killer motorcycle.
Alright, yeah, so episode 15. Javel's not dead. He's back.
Yep.
So I
My
guess they can
for the
just...
50th time, Jesus Christ.
Well, to be fair, if the Ganma do live in the underworld, I guess bringing back the dead is just kind of one of their things, so...
Javel's also
Yeah,
the villain for the movie, though. He's also the quote unquote secondary villain for the crossover movie. Because that's how
we first found out about him.
Yeah, because when we kept getting those screenshots, like the giant what is it?
The Gundari or whatever?
Yeah, the giant Leonardo thing.
Oh, that giant monster.
That thing face
generic end of Toku movie giant CGI monster number 57.
I really wish they would stop doing that. I'm getting so sick of that.
I like how you say 57 and there's not even 46 seasons.
Well, every Toku movie, you gotta have at the end of every Toku movie now, you gotta have a giant CGI monster battle, because...
Or a giant robot that gets defeated really easily because people kick out of it.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, with Sentai, okay, fine, I get it. It's because they have giant robots, that makes sense. But with Kamen Riders, enough with the giant monster.
Yeah, just let
bullshit.
them. Just let that was what was cool about Kamen Riders. They didn't need the giant mechs to do cool stuff.
Right, they didn't need a car with rockets.
Because I mean, the monsters didn't really ever grow giant, except for like Dino was the first one who really did the giant CGI battle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, before monsters almost never grew giant, except for like maybe Jay.
Yeah, and that was really for like 30 seconds of like one scene of the movie.
Yeah, and that was Jay's whole gimmick, is that he could get big. So
that wasn't really his. Yeah,
aside from Ultraman, and Sentai, there's really no like giant monster battles in anything Toku related.
That is something.
Well, aside from like Godzilla, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Jay's whole thing and
Rider has always just been Rider kicks monster in face, monster explodes.
It's always been one-on-one
with the early. Yeah, it's always been like
it's just like one-on-one or just baseline street fights, you know.
Yeah, Rider kicks monster in face, monster dies, victory to our heroes, yay.
Yeah, Rider kick, monster explode.
Basically.
Credits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool once in a while, but whatever. I don't know. And we keep cutting you off, Noble. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention how I liked how Jay's quote-unquote gimmick of growing huge was a 30-second scene in the movie, and that's now his like overall gimmick that he has in everything now.
Pretty
to
much.
The point where he's almost never tiny in movies.
Yeah.
He almost always shows... I think it's just a tradition now that he just shows up giant and gets his ass kicked.
The only time I ever thought it was kind of cool to see him giant was in the Decade summer movie.
Yeah.
Because Decade turns into a belt and Kerchuk's on top of him.
Yep.
That makes me wonder. Is Dien's final form ride the Dien driver?
We will never know.
just turns into a giant gun that Jay holds.
That would be hysterical, but I don't think we'll ever know, because in order for that to work, we need a third Decade driver or rider, I should say, not driver.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
get Kivala to do it.
So anyway, back to episode 15 of Ghost.
Yay, Houdini!
Yeah. Houdini finally decided to open up you go ahead.
Okay, so speaking of giant CGI battles...
oh yeah, Houdini
had a giant CGI battle.
Houdini and the Gundari.
Yeah, with Javert inside of it.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, can I say I really like the whole Makoto wrapped around with the chains thing?
Yeah, that was an odd way to do things, considering the fact that it didn't even look like it really hindered him at all either. That's the weird thing.
It
It
didn't.
really didn't.
It's like
To
you
be
wrap him in
honest,
change, but now he's still able to move like normal. He's flipping around and bullshit. It's like what?
It's like, oh no, I can't move my arms out all the way. Whatever shall I do?
he can't do his awkward henshin pose where he sticks his arm all the way out.
Like he like he doesn't just split.
He didn't even bother to try and hench while he was chained up. He just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to tame this motorcycle if it's the
Prove
last thing I do.
prove yourself worthy by jumping onto this moving motorcycle
It's now
and
I'm kind of
then
have to.
squeezing.
I'm just kind of wondering how exactly did the Houdini icon even come into exist if half of it's buried inside his bike?
Yeah, where did he get the
That
bike? That's the better
that is
question.
that is literally the only real plot hole about Houdini at the moment.
Yeah, it's like outside.
Well, that we don't know how it got created in the first place.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the other thing though.
yeah,
Now that you remind me of that because I was thinking about that earlier when I was watching these. Is that Houdini doesn't respond to him when the first time you see him try to use it, which was in episode 14. It doesn't work. You see him try to use it again. It still doesn't work until he decides to go nuts and make Makoto work for it. I'm just like,
yeah.
how
We'll
did
we'll
you
talk
get?
about
How did you?
icons not wanting to work for people
Yeah.
in a next episode.
But like, it's just in general, it's like
This is the
if you're gonna capture an icon, usually it's them, willingly coming to you. I mean, you saw what they did with Nobunaga and all the other icons when the hoodies were
yeah. This is
created.
the
Yeah, unless
only
you're Billy the Kid,
icon
then
Yeah,
that
that's the only one so far that basically was turned into an icon outside of its will. Well, I
yeah.
guess that one and the other ones that
yeah.
Sainonji had, but still.
You know what I just thought
Yeah.
about that
Like,
whole
why is
thing?
it that all of a sudden icons just want you to prove it? Like, before icons just kind of, like,
We're
went
there.
with whatever. They just kind of did whatever you wanted them to. Now they're just suddenly like, oh, prove yourself worthy.
Yeah, now they're assholes.
Yeah.
Well, Houdini, just
Because, I
based
mean,
on the dialogue from this episode, it's like he's always just been an asshole.
yeah, like,
Well, yeah, that's kind of like Houdini fact.
Makoto just straight up stole Edison and nothing, and he could use it just fine.
Well, yeah, that's kind of Edison's thing is stealing.
Yeah.
The running gag.
But no, I want to go back in time, like a really long time, like Hyperzector time,
Yeah.
when guy that disappeared, making the wish dude was trying
Sainonji.
to, yeah,
Creepy hat, fucked up teeth guy.
I always called him Fisherman Hat Guy. When he was getting Billy the Kid, and Billy the Kid's like doing that weird run thing.
Oh yeah, trying to air swim away.
Yeah, like in my mind, it was like, why does this look like a nod to Ghostbusters? Like it's that weird vacuum thing. Like the backpack's supposed to be like the weird vacuum pack thing that they drop on the ground.
Oh yeah, the ghost trap.
Yeah,
It's like you lash them with the proton pack and then drag them to the trap so it sucks them in.
yep.
But yeah, that was just kind of interesting. The fact that they somehow managed to capture Houdini, yet he won't work for them.
I
That
think
was
it
weird.
might be like Houdini was made like exposed, but he was essentially like, "You freed me from my bond, but fuck you. I'll just turn into a motorcycle so you can't use me. Ha ha, nana nana boo boo."
But now you got a sweet ride. So it kind of worked out in the end. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish the like chains around him like turned into a design on his jacket.
That would have been kind of cool. I'm not gonna let you mention that. All I just kept thinking was like, okay, when is he gonna break the chain?
Do we know what the
Uh,
standby tune is for Kiva Damashi?
No idea.
I have.
uh,
I
I think
want.
I think it's just normal Ghost.
Aw, that would have been great. Just about Mia Kiva.
Break the chain or something like that.
It'd
I can't
probably be
remember.
the same thing as the Kiva icon or the Loxy, just King of the Vanguard.
Even though he
I can't.
technically wasn't, but that's another.
I can't. Yeah, I
That's
can't
semantics
remember what the
bullshit.
jingle is for Kiva.
Well, I'm sure we'll fit. I know what it is when the Legend Rider for that one comes out. Who even owns that one, by the way? Like, who's that one supposed to be for?
Um,
that Spectre or
I don't
Ghost?
know. We only know there's going to be video specials for like
Double
double
through
through
Drive.
yeah, we don't know. We don't. I don't think there's going to be any for the other Heisei riders.
No, so we're just gonna
Oh
have to
yeah,
wait
that
for it.
also reminds me. They confirmed that they're releasing the 45 rider icon. That's
Box set.
basically it's in
Is it like those
um
Showa Heisei lock seeds where it's like all of them programmed into one toy kind of thing? Or
I think so.
because that's what
Okay, yeah.
it
And it
sounds like.
and it's also coming with all of the riders YouTube videos on a DVD. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Interesting. And just going back to the episode and talking about icons, we got Aaron apparently wanting to grab them all again. Or now, I should say. He's
Gotta catch 'em all. Icons.
Yep. Now Javel's finally talking about him a little bit. And he's seen what they can do, so
Yeah.
and let's see. My only other notes are basically Holy Cow and Newton Henshin, which considering the things on his hands, how did he switch into boost?
He
Yes.
used he
Yeah,
they
use little
showed
gravity
it.
hands.
Yeah, he
Pull it.
used his gravity hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay, yeah, fair enough. and
Yeah,
my
he
last
used the gravity hands to open the driver and pull the icon out.
and my last notes is basically just Urison comedy because he shows up while taking a bath and then he gets blasted, which was hilarious. And then Onari
Well,
fainting when he saw her. Him, her,
well, yeah,
whatever the hell that
all
thing
the
is.
abuse towards Urison is great because nobody likes the character.
Yeah, it is such a dumb character.
So,
Right, so unless you guys have
can,
anything else for 15, shall we move on to 16?
can we stand by for episode 16?
Yeah, let's just get into it.
Okay.
And Alan is now all dressed up.
Oh
That
yeah.
that outfit looks amazing.
Can I say one
Yep.
thing about that outfit?
Sure.
Why couldn't that have been what Kamen Rider Beast civilian outfit was? It's even got a little cape on the shoulder. That would have been perfect.
uh, but yeah. So,
That or that's going to be one of the Japanese Assassin's Creed DLC skins, Prince Alan.
that would be kind of funny, but I don't know if they're gonna do that. But yeah, Alan's new outfit looks pretty cool, and I gotta say, I love him now that he's actually playing a bad guy proper instead of whatever the hell he was doing for the last 15 episodes,
Yeah.
or prior to him actually getting serious.
Basically, he was like the I don't know how to explain. Actually, I don't know how I would put it. Kind of like playing the Endorf to Chaos.
I guess something like that, but
How
I don't
he's
know.
like, well, or like I guess Dogold to Chaos. I was like a background villain, but everyone kind of likes him more.
I guess maybe something like that, but I don't know. It was. I'm just glad he's finally
Anyway,
getting serious.
anyway, there's this really they find this really crappy YouTube video.
I know. I was gonna say Japanese YouTube is weird looking.
Can I also say I love how they didn't even try to hide the fact that those were all just the Ganma icons on strings. No, literally in the video, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can see a string.
I missed that part, but
Like,
yeah, that was a pretty
it's like
crappy
a
looking
really,
video.
really, really thin line of white, and it's like, that's a string.
But
That's fishing line.
oh yeah, that was kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, hey, like the power of social media.
It looked so fake compared to the CGI.
Yeah, they weren't
And
really trying with
CGI is
that.
supposed to be fake.
I guess it's like because it's gonna be such a small thing on their screen, it's like not really gonna think about it too much.
Except for the people that look into it too much, like the people that are around their 20s watching this and talking about it on a podcast.
Oh, that's just overly dedicated fans in general.
That's just the way the writer kicks,
Eh,
instead of the way the cookie crumbles. Okay,
right,
I'll shut up.
so before
So
we get to
anyway,
the big thing of this episode, which I know, let's just cut around to some of the other points. Like, for one thing, Gamma World is really orange.
yeah,
I mean, I guess it's supposed to be hell, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, I looked at the 3 orange things on my desk. my mini orange lock seed, my Max Flare shift car, and my little plastic Dino Scrander.
The only orange thing I have nearby is my shift fruits car.
I was gonna say the only thing orange you have near you is me.
That is also true. Anyway, and so apparently Makoto is actually a ghost or something because they made reference of
Yeah, like
I have a theory on that.
that was just kind of
Uh,
interesting. It's like Makoto yelling at Alan about what he stole. It's like, oh, your body. And it's like, wait, so Makoto's a ghost? Question mark.
yeah.
he's
He
a
I
specter.
Huh.
he
But go
What?
on.
Yeah, go ahead, Beth.
he I'm thinking he could literally be like a Ganma to where he's
Yeah,
basically a spirit inhabiting an icon.
Then he
that
just
was my
stays
whole
in
thing.
his.
Was I think he's a Ganma, like how Javel is.
Yeah, now that you guys mentioned that, I didn't think about that when I was
Yeah, that's what I
watching,
was
but
kind
Like how Javel has the whole thing where he can click an
of yeah,
icon
like
and turn into a monster, but because
yeah,
Makoto has a ghost driver, he has different form.
yep.
that
Um,
does make sense now that you guys bring
like
that
and
up.
how Alan was going on about how physical bodies basically mean nothing to Ganma, and which kind of explains how Javert could just keep coming back.
Yeah,
So this mean that technically Makoto's our machine chaser now?
I guess.
I mean,
In a way,
well, like he's the guy on our team, but he could technically be a race of the bad guys.
Well, until they confirm or deny this theory, that we can just go off that assumption for now.
yeah.
Well, going on our record of guessing things,
Oh yeah, the record of
This
called it.
the record of I could win the lottery, I swear.
Uh,
So, do we want to talk about the super awesome part now?
well, the only other note I had real quick to tap on is Boost's final attack can be different based on what's stuck in it, because he did that thing where he
Yep.
stuck like what was it, Ore and Robin Hood, and fired off a bunch
Yeah.
of arrow shots. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Also,
speaking of Robin Hood, that was our plot icon for this one.
also
Yep.
before we this is later. This is like at the end of the episode, but we saw Boost use the Sunglass Slasher and the Gungan Saber finisher. I believe it was. It would have been
It was
Mega Omega Flash
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
and the Omega Break as like this like weird wave attack to
Well,
try
I
and
saw
stop.
him pull out the sunglass slasher and load it up, but
Yeah,
I didn't
and
see him.
he also had the
Well, I saw
the
he
Yeah,
Gungan
had.
Saber and
the sword and did the
scanned it
whole.
on the belt.
I didn't
Yeah.
see him do the scan part, but I did see him yank it out. So that must have
Yeah,
been.
Did it?
I did see him do the
Yeah, I saw it. He was really quick.
Yeah, that must have been why I missed it.
yeah
Like, I
like
saw
that
him pull
all
it out.
that entire thing happened with the span of that entire thing happened within like the span of like 3 seconds.
Yeah, that was
So
really
because-
and there was
fast.
just so much noise happening at the same time.
Yeah.
That's yeah, like it was just sensory overload.
Yep.
Right. So before we get to the big thing, anyone else have any other small notes that you want to take care of real fast?
Okay, so when they okay, so there's a scene where the big part of this episode shows up and Makoto's like, we got to get out of here, and so he turns into Houdini. I'm like, okay, so he's gonna probably pick up Takaru and fly away. No,
Oh yeah,
okay.
Takaru was riding him like a
Takaru
surfboard.
jumps on the back of Spectre and uses him as like a hoverboard. And it was amazing.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah.
But no, you know what's the worst part about that though? He was spinning. As he was like moving around, he wasn't just like hovering, he was spinning.
Takaru has magnet boots apparently.
Well, I mean, we don't know what Newton can do when it's not and is on him. It maybe has magnetism. We don't know.
Who knows? You know, I'm
He's a
pretty sure.
ghost. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, pretty much. Right.
thing I wanted to say was one of my favorite hoodies in this episode, and that's all I'm going to say.
Which what?
My favorite hoodies in this episode.
Yeah, let's just quit skirting around it. And let's get to it. Necrom has appeared. That
Yay!
was one heck of an entrance, crashing out of the Gonma
Yeah.
or symbol.
I like to think
don't hate him as much as I thought.
I like to think
would.
he was just gonna make a normal entrance, but he like tripped.
Nope, my
Oh, wait. Before we go to the rest of this, when they use the spider lantern to reveal all the Ganma soldiers,
yeah.
there's one that near them walks into a wall and then falls over.
I did not notice that one.
Yes, if you rewatch it, he's going to be up near the top.
I'll have to go back and look at that, but that sounds hysterical.
Like when they all spawn, he like stumbles into the wall and then just like falls over, and it's like
That guy was drunk during shooting. But yeah, so Necrom has
When
appeared.
Necrom appears and he like
does his.
I like
weird,
to think when he fell
Beethoven-
fell out of the sky and crashed into the ground. I like to think that he just like he was gonna make a normal entrance, but he like tripped. He was like fuck.
I also love the tune that they were playing when he showed up. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was like cool rock techno thing.
I also like how he basically just Beethovened all the Ganma to go fight ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's a necromancer. He's commanding all the dead.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
I also love
Wow.
his Brace's voice. That thing is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes,
Stand by.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that is amazing.
Stand by.
Yeah. The
Yes,
voice
sir.
the voice completely makes up for how it looks.
I know. Which I just, we all thought that he would just wear the damn thing all the time. Nope. Apparently, he pulls a Tokuser with it and just like carries it with him and then snaps it on when he needs it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
And I thought that it was kind of interesting the way the Necrom suit apparently works because it apparently runs on Ganma.
Oh, you mean how he's basically the Yu-Gi-Oh card Relinquished?
Yeah.
I've heard of fossil fuels, but this is ridiculous. No? Okay then.
Where's
Yeah,
that
that was a bit
from?
of a stretch. Anyway.
What is that from?
Oh, nothing. It was just a joke because
Oh, because
made out of dead things. So
they do
Yeah.
kind of look like they turn into oil when he sucks them
Yeah.
into the suit. Speaking of that,
I mean, they just look like they bleed oil, though. That's kind of the thing.
well,
Whenever
Yeah.
they get like slashed, there's like that, like
black gush.
like blood effect, but it's all black.
yeah.
Yep. But yeah, that was kind of
Yeah.
interesting. That he has a limiter on his power, and then eventually just runs
And I
out.
really like.
You
Yeah.
know,
I really like to, which is it's gonna be used to like I'm about to kill you. Oh crap, my time ran out.
To
you
which,
mean like it already did?
Yeah, it's just gonna be used constantly as an excuse to not kill them.
at least it's something, as opposed to just decide not to kill you.
Yeah, I'll
Just
leave
walk
you
away.
guys for later. That totally won't come back to bite me in the ass.
Can I bring up something that this really reminds me of now?
What?
His color scheme: black, white, green. His device of transformation: a wrist bracer.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah,
made the joke,
Time
Noble.
limit.
A little
It
behind.
has
If
a
you're
time limit.
if you're going for the Ben 10 joke, it's been done to death.
Yeah,
Yes, but like literally, it feels like they're just making it even more so. It's like, oh man, I have a.
I mean
time
he
limit for
does
this.
he does turn into what appears to be green goop at one point.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like basically what happens is Boost is about to
Oh yeah, the thing where he
Rider
dodges
kick
the rider
death.
kick.
Yeah, and then he he doesn't. I'm not really sure if he dodges it exactly.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't the rider kick. It was when they shot the crap out of him with Nobunaga.
No,
Really?
that's something different. What I'm talking about is that he's about to get hit with the rider kick, and he takes a Ganma icon and like throws it to his right, and the
Oh, yeah,
the
and it
attack hits him, but he basically like transfers himself to that Ganma icon.
I think they mostly just did that to push that whole point that they've been running of like bodies don't mean anything.
Yeah, physical bodies mean nothing. So yeah, basically,
Okay, I
as
thought you were
long
talking about the part where he does the stereotypical fighting a goo monster in some sort of
Yeah,
cartoon where
that was also a
your
thing.
attack goes through and just makes a hole and then it reseals.
Yeah, but basically, I think what they're implying is that as long as the consciousness has a place to go, like having a body doesn't really matter.
I
Yeah.
kind to be honest, I kind of think he might have thrown the Necrom icon actually.
Well, was he in Grim mode when that happened, or no? He was just.
No, he was just normal.
Oh, that's right. That's the fight at the docks.
I think it was just a normal gamma icon.
It might have been, and as
Yeah,
I said, my favorite hoodie was in this episode, Grim Damashi.
Which, yeah, Necrom just forced them to work.
Yeah, speaking
yep,
of icons not wanting to do what their owners do,
Necrom can apparently override that.
yeah.
yep,
And then, of course, that just fits even more with the bracer when it's like loads in. It's like, yes, sir.
yep,
I'm never gonna get tired of that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
also love that Grim Damashi's catchphrase is just "fighting pen."
And apparently has
Yeah,
tentacle shoulders.
all of the yeah, he has like little seed gills, pen shoulders. um, yeah,
Fang
like all of
Joker.
Necrom's, uh, what?
Like Fang Joker shoulder spikes, basically.
No more. Yeah, kind of. They're just weird, like whip shoulders,
Yeah.
and all of Necrom's little epithet phrases are very. They're all very simple. They're not really puns. They're just very straight to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically,
Like I believe.
technically, Grim Damashi's is a pun, because the sword is mightier, or the pen is mightier than the sword.
And I believe Sanzo is Journey Western Road. So like Journey to the West.
Necrom's own one is pretty epic though. Crush
Yeah.
Invader.
Yep. Which
Yeah.
I think people have come up with the theory that the Necrom system was made as a weapon to stop people from getting to the Gamma world.
Yeah, that does actually make sense, especially considering Aaron's brother basically says, or someone reports to him, oh, he stole the Necrom gear. It's like, really? Well, let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I have to say, the Gamma apparently took a page out of the Ultraman school of design when they made it, with that whole timer thing. Because that's really what it reminds me of more than anything, is the Ultraman color timer.
Yep.
Where
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
stay in that form too long, it
Yeah.
blinks out and you revert. As opposed to like the Ben 10 thing, which technically that can be overwritten. Because Ben does it
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
And then eventually in the future
Didn't
figures out
we?
how to do it again.
When we first started making Ben 10 jokes, didn't we say we hoped there would actually be a timeout thing?
Yes.
I don't remember that,
I
but
think we
probably.
I
did.
remember that very fondly, that we made a joke that, and you know what? It's going to have a timer, too.
It's gonna go like burr, 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 burr. It actually does have a little like times up jingle.
Yeah.
So
And even now it's
Along
like,
with
time's
turning
up,
him-
huh?
Yeah, along with turning him into Kamen Rider Black Necrom.
Yeah, that
Can't-
was it's an interesting.
Can't wait for the ghost
yeah, that
guidance
looks
of
really
that.
cool.
Him and Black,
Yeah.
him and Shura are going to get along just fine.
Speaking of, we do. They have announced an Alan like special. It's coming out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's interesting. But yeah.
Are we going to talk about the next time on Kamen Rider Ghost?
What, you mean the appearance of Himiko?
Yep.
Not really that. More of the
Well,
of
also the other thing that's happening with Spectre.
yeah, how like Kamen Rider Ben 10 like just appeared and is literally doing his plan in like one episode.
Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see.
It's
how
only
that plays
apparently
out.
it's only supposed to last like 2 episodes. The thing with Spectre.
Maybe that's when he actually earns Houdini.
He already earned it though.
Maybe he'll
Yeah, he
actually
already has.
earn it or something. I don't know. Maybe they'll make Star Wars
Yeah.
jokes.
Pretty sure the only thing that's getting earned the next episode is gonna be Himiko.
Yep.
That friggin' pink weirdness.
Maybe
Hot
Benkei.
neon pink.
Yuck.
Jesus Christ. And you know what's even worse? The Grim and Sanzo icons are in a 3-pack with Himiko.
So if you want Grim and Sansa, you're stuck with that
Yep.
abomination. Unless you
Unless
go.
you know a certain Canadian, but he's buying that set.
So you're still stuck with the abomination.
Unless you wait for the gashapons, which is basically what I'm going to do. I don't like the sparkly stickers.
The,
Speaking of the Gashapon,
the
though, real
interesting thing about the Grim icon is
It's the only icon to represent two people.
yeah, that, and it's from the looks of it,
Besides
it's
double.
actually translucent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually like translucent
Yeah.
green, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, Grim and Double, the only icons to represent two people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so things are definitely getting interesting with Ghost, and hopefully Necron will stick around for quite some time.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
definitely gotta say, his outfit, seeing it in motion, not as bad as the
Yeah.
scans, although
The
the
fa-
scuba face is still weird.
I don't really mind the scuba face.
Which, also,
Scuba face.
that was actually kind of interesting when you switch into Grim, because you just see, like, his face without the mask, and it's like, hey, look, it's the icon lens, standby
Yeah.
lens.
Speaking of Grim Damashi, you know
Yeah,
the
you can actually
face for Grim Damashi is an open book.
Well, the problem is you can't really tell
yeah.
with that on Necron, because
Yeah.
the way that mask is designed, but I'm sure
But
on if
Yeah.
whenever Ghost or Spectre get their hands on it, it'll look
whenever
better.
Kamen Rider Plot Device uses it.
Actually, the way the parkas work is that scuba mask is always there.
So
Like-
even on like Ghost or Spectre, they're gonna have the
Yep.
scuba mask.
Aww.
That's kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's even the horn, like even the Necrom horn
Well,
is
I
going
mean,
to
I
be
know
there.
that's going to happen with like the Ghost Cage figures.
No, I believe in like the Gomberizing game, it's like that.
Well, that's just the Horizon game. They might have stuck things in there just as like misnomers or something.
Well,
Who knows?
Yeah,
Because
but
I mean,
yeah,
I did see. I don't know if it's official or not, but I did see a Spectre Edison Damashi jacket for the arm change line. It might have been a custom though.
oh yeah,
Who
I think I
knows?
saw that.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
things are
But
definitely
that-
getting interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now for a couple things that are gonna get knocked out real fast: the Legend Rider Soul videos.
yeah.
So we have this random chick who
I
can
like
summon
the
old.
double one.
Yeah.
There's not really a whole lot to say about these. It's just like, so we have this one chick who summons old Rider
Yeah.
villains and knows Takaru, and
Another guy who summons old villains.
she has a twin who hands out Rider icons, and they
Yeah.
want them all to gather all the Rider icons, and
Yeah.
that's about it, really. I mean, the
And
fight's
the-
kind of cool, but what?
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
first episode, we get the
Drive
icon.
icon.
I really want to do it, but I don't want to.
I'm not even sure what you're potentially talking about right now.
Mark the time. So you know when to cut if this is going to be horrible. Okay?
There's enough silence there. I'm sure I'll easily find it.
Okay. You know, I was really disappointed when Ghost put the icon in that it went straight to the Bachu whatever, and it didn't just go.
Okay.
Uh,
That would have actually been funny.
uh,
And I'm
should I go get my double driver?
Oh yeah, you have one of those.
Should I go get my double driver? Should I do that? Because I can.
I mean, I'll have you know, literally right before we started, I grabbed that and put that into shift brace and turned everything on, just for this, just for that one piece.
Yeah, I'm leaving that in.
Good. Don't leave in the awkward silence though.
Yeah, I'll cut around that.
Or
But
you
anyway,
can and make it even, or you could and make them wait in suspense.
we'll see what I do in editing. But yeah, so yeah, that would have been actually cool if they put a little more of the old Rider chimes into these.
Yeah.
I do like the reasoning behind them actually trying to doing it though. Cause like, was it Hearts? They're trying to get a good fight out of Takaru, and so he goes to try for him, and it just kind of happens or whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, Makoto's was a lot
Yeah.
more interesting with
Art,
fighting the
Art finally
pterodopant.
got the duel he wanted. Just not with the same guy.
Yeah. I think Makoto's in the second episode with dealing with the pterodopant was a lot more.
Yeah, instead of fighting two guys, the
Yeah.
pterodopant was fighting three.
But no, just like the whole thing was like the pterodopant using his fear power to stop Makoto, and then he basically gets out of it and just channels a bit of Shotaro.
Yeah.
It's like, you'll hurt this city, you will pay, or something like that.
I'm not half boiled, god damn it.
Oh yeah, Nori makes that joke. It's like, hard boiled
Yeah.
Makoto.
I'm not an egg, damn it.
uh,
I really wish that was a scene at least once in Double. Stop calling me boiled, I'm not an egg.
well, the problem is that Shotaro used that line
Yeah, I know.
himself.
Yeah.
Like, hard
Or like someone
boiled.
else be like, you're not an egg.
There's actually, and then there's the doubles hyper battle where that actually got transferred into an egg. But moving on,
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yeah.
And then they reused that joke for a encyclopedia
So,
special.
here are my thoughts on this special.
Meanwhile, I sit here with no belt, so I have nothing to play with.
So I don't think I've ever actually.
I might be able to actually send you a cleaner rip of that, actually. Of the Cyclone Joker.
Oh, whatever.
Because that is actually one of my ringtones.
But
We need to do a retrospective on Double because Double is I have a very interesting opinion on Double.
if we do that, what's his face is probably going to want to be on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our silver wearing friend.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we still need to schedule our next one with Pink, but anyway.
Yeah, we do.
So, yeah, these specials are kind of cool, but they don't really give us a whole lot to talk about. It's just kind of, hey, these Rider Damashis kind of look cool.
Yeah, I like the Double one looks really neat, and the Drive one's okay.
Yeah.
I love how, even though it's a hoodie where the front is split down the middle, they still gave it the fucking tire.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
I like how they just I like how when they use the Damashi, they like reflexively say their catchphrase.
Yeah.
Omae Natsumiya, Kazero.
Yeah, like Takaru says, like, I'll take you along for a ride. And it's like, what? Why did I say that? What does that even mean? I guess when Makoto gets O's, he's just going to scream. When Makoto gets O's, he's just going to scream, say ya.
Say ya!
Because O's didn't really have a catchphrase.
I never understood why he screamed that.
There is one thing I
know.
kind of wish would have happened for the O's Damashi. I kind of wish one of the arms was Ankh. Great.
I wonder who's gonna fight for the with the O's Damashi. Is it gonna be?
I think it's Dr. Maki.
Dr. Maki.
Yeah, I believe it's the dinosaur breed.
Oh my gosh,
If I remember correctly.
I cannot wait for when we do the O's episode, just because.
Yeah.
Friggin' Kogami, man.
Oh yeah.
That dude by himself just makes that show.
I'm excited because O's is my favorite rider series.
Definitely in my top 3. Or top 5. That's for sure. But yeah, so.
It was also the first one I watched all the way through while I was still airing.
But yeah, so. I don't know. We got anything else to say about any of this, or are we pretty much done at this point?
I'm pretty much done.
Yeah.
Alright, well, in that case, thank you all for listening, and as usual, do this stuff with the social medias all in the description. I'm not going to run through that list, because fuck it. And yeah, so pretty much, as I said, thanks for listening, and join us next time when we will be back on our normal-ish schedule, hopefully. Hopefully no more abrupt hiatuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for listening, and see you next time. Bye!
Adios.
Oyasumi.